From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here at Tommy Mac's, of course, at my bar, where people have a seat, they have a drink, and they get to tell their story. And I love each and every one of them. Brought to you by our good friends at Dasher and Hot Spring Spas of Jacksonville. Campo's Corner, once again. We're not talking ball this time around, but Coach Campo is here. We're talking a little mental health. We're going to talk a little government contract, and we're going to talk about a little bit of life right here in the great city of Jacksonville. Let's welcome in the panel. Coach Campo, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, Tom.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Good
what do you know
here.
about government contracts, Coach? Anything?
I can't wait to hear about
I know, no doubt. You got any family members that are PhDs by chance?
No.
Me neither. That brainwave or that genetics out the door.
I am an honorary doctorate.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Really?
Central Connecticut State University.
Coach.
Exactly. Yeah. Never use it, but I got it.
All right. Well, let's meet the panel as well. Dr. Tim Conway, how are you, my
I'm
friend?
doing great.
From the Morris Center.
Correct.
Tell us about the Morris Center.
Morris Center is named after a grandfather who had a grandson with lots of learning difficulties. So it's a transdisciplinary team. Speech pathology, the language specialist, OT, the sensory motor specialist, neuropsychology, psychology, the mood, behavior, achievement specialist, then academic teams, and then we're evidence-based, which means we did the research first, built the systems that really work, and then we brought it into the market in a transdisciplinary team clinic that also has a school inside it called the Morris Center Academy.
Okay, so we're talking mental health, just literacy, you know, just automation, what have you, maybe even CTE, brain injuries, that type of thing. Recovering from that.
Yes.
How long have you been doing that for?
Gosh, started when I was 19, so that'd be about 38 years.
Did people think you were going to be a comedian when you were younger?
No, they'd ask my mother, why'd you name him after the comedian? She'd be like, he wasn't famous when my son was born. But they did hold a plane for me in L.A. one time, so it's already helped me out. It's always been good.
Everything to your advantage, right?
So that's great. Great to have you on the show. Lisa Haggerty is here. Haggerty Strategic Solutions.
Yes.
You're my government contract specialist.
I am indeed.
How'd you get into that?
Oh, by default.
Did you really?
I was an alum at University of North Florida and started out, and it kind of fell into it. I was an administrative assistant, got into working for a service-disabled veteran-owned small business. The bottom fell out in 2008. Remember that?
I do. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I got a gig at UNF after I graduated in the Procurement Technical Assistance Center with the Small Business Development Center. Did that for a couple of years, went out to the state of Washington. They said, we need a program manager for the PTAC in Hawaii. I said, oh, really?
Hello.
Hello, yeah.
I'll take that.
I think I can do that. Let me go home and talk to my husband. Well, hey, babe, you know the Lord's been talking to me. I think he wants me to go out to Hawaii and help people start businesses and do work with the federal government.
Nice.
I went out to Hawaii, started my business working with the program out there, came back to Jacksonville 2013, started Haggerty Strategic Solutions in a hospital bed. And I teach small businesses how to do work with the city, state, and federal government.
I work through the red tape, the
get
process,
through the red, and there's a lot of it.
So
with the city, state, I assist veterans with the Veteran Business Outreach Center. So I work with a lot of veterans all the time that are transitioning. We do what's called Boots to Business. Out at the different bases, NAS Jackson, Mayport, where transitioning veterans are trying to figure out if they want to start businesses.
Nice.
So we do an 8-module, 2-day courses out there every other month. We do that. And also for the U.S. Coast Guard. Let's not forget about the Coast Guard.
Right? That's right. They got the sea legs after all.
Exactly.
I know I don't.
So I also do a lot of things with the University of Florida, University of North Florida, where we just did yesterday a small business fair. I was on the panel teaching small businesses about the DBE program with the Florida Department of Transportation. So I'm a well-rounded government contracting specialist.
Are you military as well?
I am not. I'm a spouse.
Oh, all right.
Of a service-disabled veteran.
Your husband for a year for all the gratitude.
I will. Give him a shout-out, Julius Haggerty.
Yeah, shout-out. Exactly. No doubt. About it. Well, talking with like Dr. Tim, I mean, the military, they have obviously plenty of mental health issues. Not just us meathead football players, but those military men and women, they
a lot of PTSD. Most of the veterans that are transitioning out are getting out on medical. So they're going out with a medical disability, 100% or whatever the case is, and just teaching them the different aspects of what's out there for them, whether it's getting a job. Like the Florida Department of Transportation has a huge labor shortage. So I'm talking to them about that for those that aren't interested in starting their own business, because it's hard being a small business, and you have to really want to get into it if it's something that you're interested in. You know, you have your ups and downs, your peaks and valleys, but and then teaching them the aspects of starting the business, sustaining the business, and if you want to grow the business, that's where the government contracting aspect
There
comes
you go.
in.
And maybe one day sell the business.
Exactly.
Right off into
How
the
to transition out of it.
All right, Dr. Tim, you get last word here. Someone watching this show, maybe struggling with some mental health, they're not sure. Any advice you can give our audience out
Well,
there?
it's always looking for what the cause of the mental health struggle is.
Okay.
Part of our specialty is learning disabilities, dyslexia, reading, spelling, writing, math, school struggles. Those cause anxiety.
Absolutely.
Those cause depression.
Self-esteem. Yeah, totally.
89% of teen suicide notes have spelling mistakes, just like a dyslexic kid.
Wow.
So we think we're losing a lot of young kids just to suicide because they don't have the academic skills. And in the country, we know that 35% of students leave school reading on grade level. 65% do not.
Wow.
So then our school typically as a system is not really giving them all the tools that would actually help their mental health as well. So we look at it from all perspectives.
Good.
Look at the anxiety, look at the mood, look at the emotions, look at the support system, and also the skills you have to pursue the goals or the degrees that you want to pursue, not just what you think you can do. So it's giving those an advantage, and we can assess it at the Morris Center, and we can actually help you figure out what to do about it.
Well, kudos to both of you for helping people, man. That's, I love hearing.
You know, I love
do
this
that,
show,
Coach.
and the reason I love it is because of the diversity of people that help people. And you know, in the coaching business, I'm kind of down the scale with these young ladies and gentlemen, you know, but at the same time, I look back at some of the kids that I helped, and it makes you feel pretty good about it.
No doubt about
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work.
Thanks
All
so
right,
much.
thanks so much for being here.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
My
Thanks,
pleasure.
Coach. You're the man. All right, check out their great profiles, this conversation, and many others at the dailynewsnetwork.com website. Till next time, y'all stay safe out there and be cool. And go Jags in the draft tonight. We'll see you next time, right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The coach should be going to bed at night thinking about the athlete and how they're going to help that athlete improve. They shouldn't be worrying about how am I going to quantify their improvement, or am I going to have to keep up with all this information? Those things that are kind of background to the coach focusing there on the athlete. And so what Dasher does is it takes all those side things away, allowing the coach to focus then on the athlete.